Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Oh my god. Let's start again, shall we? Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video with me. Well, I mean with us, really, me and Roms. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I have been on a weight loss journey for the last couple of years following the Starch Solution and using the principles of calorie density. I want to show you what I'm eating every single day as a busy mum, how I make this lifestyle work for me and create delicious portions. No, not delicious portions. And create huge portions of delicious food every single day in order to get and stay lean. I have got an extremely exciting day ahead of me food-wise, and I literally cannot wait to jump in. I'll tell you what's on the menu. Okay, I'm going to start the day with cake. For lunch, I'm going to have pizza, and for dinner, we're having burgers. And they're all going to be geared towards maximum weight loss. And Romy is clearly excited as well. So it's going to be a fantastic day of eating. So I am in the kitchen this morning, and I am getting some prep done this morning. I was in the kitchen making breakfast as I usually do when I get Abe ready for school, and I was prepping my burgers. I've got my mushrooms already. It's a mushroom, bean and quinoa burger this time because I've got quinoa that I cooked up the other day that I need to use. So that's what I'm going to do. So yes, so I'll show you kind of a little bit of that process. We're going to make those this morning. My pizza is going to be yes, you think so? The pizza is going to be the chickpea sweet corn pizza base that I made the other day, which is, oh my God, I've been craving it ever since. I know I've almost mentioned it every single video, but I literally cannot get enough and I'm so excited about it. And I got my chickpeas ready to go. So, although she appears to have already lost the plot today. Yes, so that is my plan. Oh, and potentially a pumpkin pie if I can squeeze it in, but I don't know. I mean, I'm being ambitious, to be honest. But oh, maybe we go for pumpkin cake. Ooh, pumpkin cake. I'm feeling pumpkin cake. I don't have a mixed pumpkin spicy thing, but we're gonna go pumpkin cake. That sounds yum. Anyway, follow along today. Join me and Romy in our eating, and let's do this. Hi guys, so it is nearly 12 o'clock. And I have been super busy this morning. I'm going through some stuff at the moment. I'll share it with you guys if you want to know. So I've got a vegan cheese business called Time Cheese, based here in Newcastle. And it's been my baby for about 8 years. But sometimes life takes you in different directions. So I have obviously found a passion for what I do here on YouTube and on Instagram, and it gets my creative juices going, and I just love this so much, as hopefully you guys can tell. So much so that I've decided to close my business and to sell it on to someone who can give it the passion that it deserves. So I'm just in the process of selling my business at the moment, with the hopes to move myself completely over to this area, to you guys. That is something I am just so excited about. So yes, anyway, so I've been really busy with that this morning. So I've got a lot of like behind the scenes stuff going on that I don't chat a lot about to you guys, but yeah, anyway, for those of you who are interested, that is what is going on, and I'm really excited about it. But anyway, I've been busy, and it's 12 o'clock, and I had a sleeping Romy. She has woken up, but she's still a bit snuggly, so I'm keeping her on here. I have not been hungry until just now, because I had so many veggies yesterday, like up to the max, like up to here, that it carried me through. However, I am starting to get a little bit hungry now, and I know exactly what I'm going to be starting my day with. So I'm going to have my leftover kale salad, loads and loads of tomatoes and cucumber, and some hummus with that kale salad to like bulk it out a bit, give it some more veggies. I'm fancying some freshness this morning, so I'm going to go with that. I might even have like an apple in there as well. And then after that, I'm going to make a pumpkin cake, because that sounds really delicious to me. I've never made a pumpkin cake. I'm thinking it's going to be, I think I'm still going to use banana to get, I don't know if pumpkin has enough sweetness that I can just totally, because obviously I don't use dates or maple syrup or any of that kind of stuff, because I like to honour my hunger fullness cues by just using whole natural plant foods, at least for breakfast anyway. So I thought banana, pumpkin, oats, baking powder, vanilla, and loads of spices. I think that would be really fun. So anyway, so that is what I'm going to be making this morning, this afternoon. But first, let's get those veggies going. My breakfast is ready and I'm really excited. Okay, so this is going to be one of the most delicious things I've ever eaten. I get really excited about food, if you don't know. But yeah. Anyway, I'm so excited. Let me just show you what I've got going on. Oh yes. Firstly, look how vibrant, look how colourful and vibrant and jam-packed with nutrients and goodness that is. I've got so many colours going on in there, and it makes me so excited. Sometimes when you want to be excited about food, you have to visually lay it out in a really beautiful way, and then you can just like, oh, you just get in the zone. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. Obviously, if you guys don't know, I like to start my day with veggies and beans every single day. Obviously, yes, I know I've got some fruit going on in here. I lump that in with the same category, but I've got my veggies as well. That is just, if you are struggling seeing weight loss, I highly recommend getting more veggies and fruits into your life, more than you think you need. Jam pack your day full of those veggies. This is going to be darn delicious. I'm very excited about it. And I whipped up this hummus this morning. Yum. Obviously, the main event is this incredible, oh my God, it smells like heaven, this incredible pumpkin cake that has just got so much going on in there. Right, I've done a recipe for Instagram, but let me see if I can remember. This is 1 cup of oats, 1 cup of soy milk, a cup of roasted pumpkin, 1 banana, obviously no sweetener apart from those things. I've got some cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg. I would use pumpkin pie spice, but I don't have any. I've got 1 tablespoon of flax, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and somebody mentioned they did like apple cider vinegar, and that made it really nice and fluffy. So I've done like a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in there as well. I think that was everything. Didn't put any beans in because I don't have any beans that I wanted to use in here. I'm saving my chickpeas for my pizza. But yeah, this is going to be so delicious. I'm going to let you know when I get tucked into this bad boy, but I need to film it for Instagram first. Anyway, what a lovely, vibrant, huge feast I get to eat. And you guys could get to eat to lose weight and stay lean. I'm excited about it. I finished my veggies. They were so delicious. The celery was like super salty. I think it's because I'm toning down my salt. I can really taste the salt in the celery. So that was really a cool thing to notice. So I guess if I'm missing salt, I could put loads of celery and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, I moved on to my pumpkin cake. What is it called? Pumpkin cake. Oh my gosh, guys, this is incredible. It's amazing how much sweetness there is from the pumpkin and from banana without having anything else. It's just the fact that I haven't had sweetness in my breakfast for so long that it's just like shining through, but it tastes so sweet to me. But this, like, it's just amazing. It tastes kind of like pumpkin cake meets pumpkin pie. I'm gonna have to buy some more pumpkin, people, because this is amazing. Anyway, I highly recommend you make it because it's delicious. Anyway, I have got lots of things on the go in my brain. Sorry, I can't stop eating. This is so yum. But yes, as I mentioned yesterday, my sister-in-law is arriving tonight. Tomorrow is the beginning of our Indian feast cookbook that we're going to be writing, and I literally am so excited. So I'm just about to give her a ring so we can organise some things. We've got loads of recipes already that we know we want to include, and I'm just so excited. I think tomorrow we're going to go and we're going to do a really huge, massive shop, so we've got everything ready, and I'm so excited. If you guys are excited about the Indian cookbook, let me know. But anyway, I'm gonna go and sort that out now, and then I'm gonna finish up making these burgers. So I made loads of the mix for the burgers in here. It's literally just like loads of mushrooms and oats and onions and garlic and like loads of herbs and spices. I actually used the Gregor spice mix that my mum gave me on Sunday, and I've put loads of that in there to like counteract the lack of saltiness. And I've done some miso. I did saute the mushrooms in a tiny bit of soy sauce, but like really tiny. So I'm not going to add anything else in terms of saltiness. I'm going to try and keep it there on that level and see how it goes. And if I need any more salt, I'll do a tiny little sprinkle while I'm eating it, but that should be good. But anyway, so I need to finish off those burgers. I've just made a massive batch of black beans because I haven't had black beans in ages. I've got loads of bean variety sitting around my house and I just never actually do much with any of them aside from chickpeas. I have a love affair with chickpeas at the moment, clearly, but I thought it'd be time to mix it up, and I thought we could maybe use it for the Indian, and also I really fancy like some kind of Caribbean black bean stew, if that's a thing, or I don't really know. That's kind of where my mind was going, maybe. So I thought that could be quite fun. So anyway, I'm going to finish off those burgers so that we can have those this evening because time is ticking. But anyway, I'm going to go and do those things while I munch on this, and I'll let you know when I eat some more food. Okay, so I am just cooking up my pizza right now because I'm starting to get a little bit hungry. It's about 1:15, and yeah, when you're hungry, you got to eat some food. I am of the mindset that you need to listen to your body, listen to its hunger, fullness cues. When you're hungry, eat. If you're not hungry anymore, stop eating. And the best way to listen to your hunger, fullness cues is eating whole plant foods, fruits, veggies, wet starches, and legumes. Ultimate combo. Anyhow, I'm gonna tell you what I've got going on over here. So for any of you guys who are new, I developed a really exciting pizza base the other day, which is made of chickpeas and sweet corn. Then I do oat flour and some cornmeal, and that is just like the most beautiful pizza base in the world. So I'm just gonna whip that up real quick. And I did just want to chat about real quick is this is a fantastic pizza base for weight loss. This is better than any other pizza base I could possibly imagine. Whole food, plant-based, and it's really brilliant. It's obviously got your wet starches in there from your chickpeas and your sweet corn. However, I would say this is less of a water-rich food, obviously, because we're going to be putting it in the oven. So if you are stalled at weight loss and you're eating a lot of dry stuff, like you're turning things into crackers, you're turning things into oat cookies, all that kind of stuff, then this may be an area that you want to address. You might want to instead of having stuff like this, like pizza bases, you might want to opt for more of a much wetter starch, like a baked sweet potato or a big pile of mash or a big rice stir fry or something like that. So obviously it depends where you are on your journey. If you are currently losing weight, eating like pastas and breads and all that kind of stuff, then this is a fantastic pizza base alternative. This is literally the best thing I could think of. But yeah, I just wanted to say, because we're going to be putting it in the oven, with everything that you put in the oven, it sucks the moisture out of it. And when you take the moisture out of something, you are highering the calorie density of it. So even the same food, take potatoes, you could turn that into a really wet starch, which is going to have a very low calorie density, like mash or boiled potatoes or something. Or you could slightly higher the calorie density by turning it into chips or hash browns or something, because you're sucking the moisture out of something, sucking the moisture out of it. And foods are low calorie density because they are very water and fiber rich. So anyway, the more watery your food is, more lower in calorie density it is, because it fills you up, it gives you that bulk. Anyway, I just thought I would quickly chat about that today while I had it on my mind. But anyway, I am going to whip up this pizza base. I'm so excited about it. I don't know what I'm having with it. I haven't yet decided. I might just do some more fresh veggies, or can I be bothered to make real veggies? Maybe I'll make some real veggies. Okay, just to show you a little bit of the process of my pizza making. So what I've done is I've blitzed up a cup of chickpeas, a cup of sweet corn, 2/3 cup of oat flour, and a cup of cornmeal in there with some garlic granules and some, I didn't have oregano, I would have loved that, but I had parsley, so I put some parsley in. Then I've just flattened it out into this gigantic pizza-y shape. Now, I would say this is like a double portion kind of situation, so I'm gonna have half of this, but I'm just making it into one big pizza. I could have done 2 little pizzas, but anyway, I am going to stick this in the oven as it is and let it crisp up, and then when it's kind of crisp, I'm gonna flip it halfway through. When it's kind of crisp, then I'm gonna top it with all my stuff, so I'm gonna get my toppings ready now. But anyway, this baby going in the oven, but this is gonna be so delicious. I'm already eating some of the mixture. So I'm just chopping up some veggies to go with my pizza. I've got 2 little heads of broccoli and 2 courgettes, and it's so interesting. I thought I'd just pop on and just quickly say, so I thought that I was quite hungry because I was like, yay, I'm so excited to eat this pizza. Then on autopilot, I obviously always prep my veggies. So I went to the fridge, got my veggies, started chopping them. Then I was thinking about the veggies and I was thinking, actually, I'm not hungry enough to eat veggies. I'm just hungry to eat the pizza. Boom. That is the question I ask myself if I want to know whether I am truly hungry or not. If you are hungry for veggies, you are actually hungry. If you're not hungry enough to eat veggies, you're not hungry. So I have now realised I'm not truly hungry. I was just hungry for a tasty bit of pizza. So it's funny. So asking myself that question, even though I've been at this for a good couple of years now, I still have to go back and ask myself that question sometimes, just to like check in with myself. So if you guys are struggling with your hunger fullness cues, I chatted about this ages a while ago, but I know there's a bunch of new people who have jumped onto this channel. So if you want to honour your hunger fullness cues, there's a few questions I'll have to ask. One is, are you hungry enough to eat your veggies? That is the first and foremost. If the answer is no, usually you're not actually hungry, because when you're hungry, a lovely fresh steamed broccoli or like a carrot, that tastes incredible. It's like a poof in your mouth. It's just so yummy. So that's the first question. The second question is, if you say yes, you are hungry for the veggies, then obviously go ahead and make yourself some food. Never go hungry. But the next question I like to ask myself whilst I'm eating my meal, kind of like maybe half to 2/3 the way through my meal, is, am I still enjoying this meal as much as I was at the beginning? I find that when you start off eating a meal, when you're really hungry, everything tastes so delicious, no matter what you're eating. Obviously, whole plant foods, I mean. And then, as the further you go through your meal, like sometimes by the end, it's not tasting like quite as good. We're just kind of eating it for the sake of eating it because it's on our plate and it's there. But I feel like that is the moment that we're not actually hungry anymore, when the food stops tasting quite as good. That is like, we're not hungry anymore, we don't need any more food, and that's why you've had that kind of cut off. So ask yourself that whilst you're eating, is this as delicious as it was at the very beginning? The other thing I like to ask myself is, when on earth did I last have a glass of water? Because sometimes thirst can masquerade as hunger, and actually I've just reminded myself I really need to go and drink some water, so let's go do that. But yes, I'd love to know from you guys whether you guys find those little like weight loss tips and tricks that I feel like have worked really well for me over the last couple of years, whether you guys find those helpful or whether you just rather see the food. I want to know, because I want to give you guys the content that you want to see. So let me know if you find those little thoughts helpful along the way scattered throughout the food. If not, I'm happy to not include them. Totally up to you guys. Okay, so our burgers have just come out the oven. They are very, very, very tasty. Oh my god. Mushroom, black bean, quinoa burgers. Oh wow, it's got such like an umami meaty vibe. I think mushroom related. Oh, anyway, very, very yum. But I'm not going to eat any more of this. Actually, Romy's going to have this for lunch because she said she was really hungry. So I'm going to put her together a little platter, and I'm going to stop eating this because I said I wasn't even hungry. Hello guys, it's about 4:15. I've got Abe, and it's nearly dinner time. I'm just going to be getting everything ready. I want to show you the burgers real quick. I know I didn't show you them all. Here they are. These are really, really, really yummy. But it's a strange day because I was intending to eat lunch. My mind was ready for lunch, but my body wasn't hungry. And you really do have to sometimes try and forget about breakfast, lunch and dinner, and when you think you ought to be eating, and just really try and get in tune with your body, because that is the only way to feed it exactly what it wants. Although that's really hard to do sometimes when you're still quite programmed into breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's really hard to get out of that mentality. So anyway, I made the pizza. It's very delicious. Okay, fine. I did burn it ever so slightly. Here we go. But it's going to look like, it's just these little bits, the tomato bits that are burnt, but everything else is still good. Look how like firm and like beautiful that is. Anyway, I was going to put like loads of cherry tomatoes on the top, and I was going to have that with all my veggies, but then I didn't get hungry. And in all honesty, I'm a bit disappointed because I would have loved to have eaten it, but I'm just not hungry. So my new plan of action is... Romy, you little cute bean. Romy just rediscovered these magnets, and she thinks they're hilarious. Oh, you little love. So my new plan of action is, because we were meant to be having burgers, here are these burgers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crumble some burger on top of my pizza. So that way I get in burger and I get in pizza. And if I still want any more food after that, I'll either have some more burger or I'll have some chips with it or something. So that is my strategy, and I think I'm going to add extra veggies to like pimp out those veggies a little bit more. Like carrots, I'm thinking carrots. I would have loved some Brussels sprouts, but I don't have any. So I've got my food together. I do not have much time. I've got a meeting tonight. So I literally need to stuff this in my face as fast as possible. So I've got all my pizza here. I thought, seeing as I hadn't had lunch and I'm actually getting quite hungry now, I just stick all my pizza on there and see if I eat it. But I've got a full 2 little broccolis, 2 courgettes and 3 little carrots. I've got a little bit more veggies in the pan that I will add onto here when I've got some space. But this is my gigantic massive low calorie density pizzeria feast, and I'm very, very excited about it. Now, there is a lot of noise in my kitchen because I have loads of things on at the moment. So I just want to give you a quick little update. So I ate all my pizza and all my veggies. I had extra veggies, and I also had one little burgery thing with a few like pickles sliced on top because I was still a little bit hungry. And it's like 8 o'clock. I've just got 8 off to sleep. I'm not quite sure whether I'm hungry or not hungry, but what I'm going to do, my strategy is, if I am hungry, I'm more than happy to eat. It doesn't really matter what time it is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a cup of tea first to see if that satisfies me, and a drink of water. If I'm still hungry in half an hour time, I'll have some food. But I'm going to opt for fresh fruit as opposed to anything else, just to keep it like light and fresh and super hydrating. So I might have some apples or some pears or some oranges or something. So yeah, anyway, I'll keep you guys updated and let you know what I end up having. But at the moment, I'm just gonna have a nice little tea. But anyway, I am super excited because my husband James is about to go and pick up my sister-in-law. And then the Indian feast will begin. I cannot wait to film tomorrow and to show you guys what we actually get up to. Tomorrow's going to be more of like a shopping and planning day, and then we're probably going to start the making tomorrow night. But anyway, yeah, so I hope you guys are excited about that. Yeah.